Hello and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you back into the kitchen where we're going to have even more fun. I'm having a great time cooking for family, and this is going to be great. Now, today we're going to have fun making homemade cranberry sauce my way. Now, this is the way I like to make it. It's simple and easy. Anybody can do this. You just got to believe in yourself and have the ingredients. So let me scoot you just a little closer. And let's adjust this camera so we can start doing a little talking. Alright. In my pot here, I have 2 bags of cranberries. Now they have been washed and put into the pot, and you want just enough water to barely make them float and come to the surface of them. Now I have them already on a medium heat because I want to cook them slowly. Now, while those are going, you're going to want a Ziploc baggie. Now, I'm using what I have this year, so you can also use fresh lemons or dehydrated lemons like I have. And yes, I use the peel, the insides, everything but the seeds. I don't use the seeds. And since the cranberries are already fairly tart, and see, yes, I do vacuum seal things that I jar up. I want about a large lemon's worth. Oh my gracious, that smells so good. Oh. Now, like I said, if you're using fresh, which is fine, you're going to want to slice it as thinly as you can, and then cut it up into pieces. I'm using dehydrated, so I'm going to break mine up into pieces, if it'll break up. And no, don't worry, this ain't going to be too tart, because later on there's going to be sugar involved. We'll break them up in fairly small pieces as possible. Because this is going to give them time to cook along with the cranberries and become reconstituted. Oh, they smell so good. Let's break them up into smaller pieces. And don't you worry, they're going to taste wonderful. And like I said, you can use fresh lemons as well. Cut the whole lemon up, try to get every seed out as much as possible. But I have a lot of dehydrated, so that's the route I'm going. Oh, bigger piece. And put your Ziploc bag aside, because I'm going to be using that a little bit later as well, or reusing it. You want to stir them real good. You're going to want to check on them. Now, for now, I'm going to put a lid on them. You want to bring them up to a gentle simmer. Let me raise you up just a little bit. You want to bring them up to a gentle simmer. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I'm going to add just a little bit, not much, cinnamon. teaspoon. And of course, I'll taste later and adjust the flavor. Oh, that smells good already. Always give it a good stir. Put your lid back on. And you're going to let this come up. I have it on a low medium. I'm going to let it come up to a simmer. Now, as the cranberries cook, you're going to hear pop, 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 pop. Don't worry, y'all. It just means the cranberries are splitting. They're perfectly fine. Nothing's wrong with them, and everything's going to be perfectly okay. You just want to come back every once in a while, stir it, keep an eye on it. You want to make sure nothing sticks. Oh, these are beautiful. I love cranberries. And of course, I make whole berry cranberry sauce because I like cranberries. And I'm not going to waste these cranberries. Everybody else should learn how to enjoy whole berry cranberry sauce because it's so much better for you than just the juice only. Okay, I will bring you back once these start to simmer. Okay, they are starting to lightly simmer, so I'm going to bring you down. We're going to start the next ingredients. It's barely simmering. I'm going to take the lid off. Oh, I wish y'all could smell this. I really do. The amazing scent of the cranberries, the lemon, and a light little hint of the cinnamon. Okay, you're going to take a good paring knife. I've got 2 medium Granny Smith apples. Oh, that smells so good. I hope you'll be able to hear them pop. You want to core them and peel them. I can hear them just barely starting to pop. And the reason we're taking the lid off now is because I want to condense the juice down quite a bit. And what you're going to do is take your sliced apples and dice them up. Actually, I like bigger pieces of apple, so and making your own homemade cranberry sauce is so easy and it tastes so much better. Now, the peels and cores of the apple, I'm going to save them and start dehydrating them after a while to make a tea mix. Which, yes, I'll bring y'all along for that one as well. And see, this is what I mean by popping. Yeah, maybe you can see it. They split their skins. And we'll keep an eye on it and stir. Because you don't want it to stick. the cores I'll cut down into smaller pieces. That way they dehydrate better. And yes, save your seeds out of your apples. And I don't treat my apples with lemon juice because it's not going to matter if they have a little bit of brown on them when they go into the pot, because they're going to all turn red anyway. Oh, it smells amazing. Alright, I will bring you back as soon as I finish this apple and that second apple. Okay, got my apples done. Now remember I said save your Ziploc bag. Now, I personally prefer to use walnuts in mine. You can use pecans, or you can leave the nuts completely out. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour about a cup, give or take, into the bag. And I just want to break them up really good into smaller pieces. I like to cook them a little bit in with the cranberries so the nuts soften up and the flavors will mingle. And the nuts, of course, will soak in a lot of the juice as well. And it's a whole lot easier. Now, of course, your bag has seen better days, so definitely recycle your bag. Stir your walnuts in. You could also use black walnuts, pecans, macadamia nuts, almonds if you wanted to. And if you notice it's starting to thicken. Now, like I said, I try to use as much as I can. I couldn't find, I have stashed my dehydrated oranges somewhere. So, and this is just a little cutie. I have washed it very well. And I'm just going to rip the rind and all in there. And like I said, don't worry, there's going to be some sugar in here. Because it's going to need it. I'm going to try to get as many of the strings off. But don't be OCD about it. This is a little bit older cutie, so it's not quite as juicy. But I'm still going to cut it up and put it in the pot. What you're working on is one amazing dose of vitamin C. And it tastes so wonderful, it really does. You're not going to find this in a can now, are you? No. I cut it down on low so it'll simmer and get thicker and thicker. And since I'm pretty much the only one who will eat it, I'm going to have fun. You know, every once in a while, you gotta find the stuff that only you'll eat, so that way, guess what? You can enjoy yourself. Once in a while, not very often. It's okay not to share. But every once in a while, family will eat it, and they enjoy it. It's starting to thicken up nicely. We'll keep an eye on that bottom. And I forgot to mention, if you have a heavy bottom little stock pot like this, it's best to use the heavy bottom pots. Since I'm almost done with my oranges, and goes my apples. Oh, woohoo! Almost missed one. Don't know how on earth I done that one. And you see, it's thickening up nicely because cranberries are extremely high in pectin. And what beautiful colors. Absolutely beautiful, healthy, mega doses of vitamin C. If you don't have cuties, that's okay. You can use oranges. I just happen to have that one cutie. Now, if you just want to be a sourpuss, you can leave it like this. But I'm fixing to get my sugar. I'll be right back. Of course, I'm using good cane sugar. I'm going to probably do 2 cups of sugar. I don't want it ungodly sweet, but I want it sweet enough that I can eat it. And you can also can this as well. Later on when I get a chance, I'm going to have to make up some cranberry sauce in the jar. So that's what I used to do, and I didn't have to worry about cooking. Okay, let's put this last cup of sugar in there. But that's a beautiful, beautiful batch of healthy, well, as healthy as possible cranberry sauce. All the vitamin C outweighs the sugar. Now, back in the day, another thing I would do is use unflavored gelatin, and after it's cooled down quite a bit, add it to, follow the directions on the box, and then add it to this after this is cooled down quite a bit, and it makes a beautiful jello salad as well. Of course, I'm going to have to wait a minute because this stuff will burn you. I still got a little potent kick, so I'm going to add one more cup. Okay, going to add one more cup of sugar to it. Oh, I'm telling y'all, this smells so wonderful. And I'm going to let it cook for a little bit longer. It's going to thicken up quite a bit. But see, the cranberries have broke down nicely. The walnuts are taking on a little bit of a translucent color. Just got to get the apples slightly cooked. Those rinds will continue to cook. And I'll bring you right back as soon as it's done. Okay, it has cooked really nicely. And you know, it's starting to gel. I'm going to add about another not that much. About almost a teaspoon, not quite. So that'll make it, let's just say for the recipe, a heaping teaspoon total. I don't want it over cinnamony. I want it, ooh, I know what else I need. I almost forgot. I got to find it. Because I forgot to grab some from the house. Give me just a minute. Ooh, I almost forgot my recipe. About a teaspoon of ginger powder. Now what I usually do when I don't forget things, I usually put fresh ginger diced up in it, but that's okay. Powdered ginger will work as well. Now, of course, I'll have the recipe in the description box below the video so you can make your own. Now, you can use the same recipe and make bigger batches. Now, to get it to gel even more, you'll need to add more sugar to it. It's not ungodly sweet, it's just barely sweet, which is what I like. I like the tart. It's just enough sweet to make it less pucker strong. But what I'm going to do, look at that. It's really starting to gel up now. Cut my heat off. Now I'm going to let it sit till it cools down, because this is liquid lava. And what you're going to want to do is put it in a bowl that has a lid and store it in the fridge. And it's going to continue to thicken up, and it's going to be one absolutely amazing cranberry sauce. I've been cooking my cranberry sauce like this for 25 years, and it's just absolutely amazing. And I'm going to leave it alone. I hope this encourages you to also make your own homemade cranberry sauce. It's not hard to do. If you don't like apples, don't put them in. If you don't like nuts or have a nut allergy, or a member in your family has a nut allergy, leave them out. And if you use nuts, use what you like. But I do have to say, I prefer the English walnuts in it. They taste the best. Simple, easy, and above all else, homemade. It doesn't come out of a can, thank gracious. And I hope this encourages you to also try your hand at making your own homemade, beautiful, delicious cranberry sauce. And like I said, if you want it sweeter, make it a little sweeter. Just, take you a separate spoon, get the juice, try it, but blow it, because it will burn you badly if you don't. And just go by that and adjust your sweet amount. If you like it more sour or diabetic, cut back the sweetener completely if you wanted to. I am so looking forward to having this. And of course, I'm videoing this the day before Thanksgiving, and it'll come out tomorrow on Thanksgiving. But I hope it encourages you to make your own homemade cranberry sauce. Everyone, take care. I hope you've enjoyed this video and it encourages you to step outside that box and become the box. Make your own homemade from scratch cranberry sauce. Everyone, continue to stay safe and sound, and I hope you each have one amazing, blessed Thanksgiving. I look at it as Day of Thanks, but I give thanks daily. Continue to stock your pantries with food that will sustain you. Stay positive. We're in this together, and we can do it. Look forward to seeing you in my next video, and may you each be blessed. I'll see you soon. Oh, also, there'll be another video out later this afternoon. Everyone, take care.